It's a windy mess out today, but this Husqvarna 55 came to me, had some runnability issues, so we sorted them out, and he wanted a little muffler mod while we were at it, so we're gonna run this one stock trim first, and then we'll put the modified muffler on it and see if we get a change. Okay, so when you get your muffler off, it's going to look like this. There's going to be a spark screen right here. There'll be a bolt in there, a little screw, machine screw. That just comes out. Yeah, this one broke off, so we'll have some fun with that here in a minute. But there's the spark screen, and then those two just come in half. You might have to work at it a little bit, but they will just come apart. Just open can. This is the back half. And that's what's inside of it for a baffle before it gets out of that. So we're going to work on cutting that out of there. And you can see there's just 4 little tabs. So you can see we got the bottom 2 cut there, but these side ones sometimes are tough to get in there with a cutting wheel, so a lot of times I'll just take a little burr like that and grind on that tab a little bit right there and right here to get those side ones off. And really all you usually need is just enough to get it loose to where you can break it free. It doesn't have to be perfect. You can clean it up later. Anyways, then you can usually take a file or whatever you want and put it through one of these little holes right here. Give it a twist and it'll break right out of there. So that's what you end up with. Then you can take that little burr, clean it all up, and then I take that divider out of there, make it one large hole because I don't think it's needed. So when it comes to working on these, I think the biggest thing is making sure when you get done that all your cuts are cleaned up and you don't have any little pieces of metal hanging on, something that could potentially break loose, bounce around inside the muffler, and then make its way back inside the engine up. So put the cutting wheel back on and we'll slice this out of there. The other place I trim up is inside the deflector here. It's got these little tabs that stick out into the exit there. I don't know why they're like that. I don't know if it's supposed to direct air a special way or pull air. I don't know what they're for, but the way they deflect the exhaust, it melts the brake flag and the cover, clutch cover. So while I have this out, I take and I buzz those off. So before everything's all cleaned up and painted, that's what the end result is. You know, probably realistically 15 minutes it would take you to do it if you do a clean job from start to finish. That includes painting it and getting it back on there. And anyways, we'll go put it in some wood and see if there's any difference. Okay, now we got the modified muffler on there that we did. We'll see how it runs. The saw's already been retuned. Alright, so now we got the timing advanced a little as well. See if it's worth anything. Like always, everything is subjective. The log was slowly getting larger further back I got, and I was also getting into an area where there was a big knot that was formed. So Cut times don't really reflect it, but there are gains had in these saws, advancing the timing. Throttle response is much better, and they do feel stronger.